All right, so I've been in this whole analysis paralysis. That's how you say it, right? Analysis paralysis.
Yeah, whatever.
In that little limbo. I just wanted to come on here and see if we can create like a 30-day get a deal action plan specifically with land. Land really interests me.
Why does land interest you?
Because I heard it was a bit simpler than doing houses. Like,
Who told you that?
I just finished watching a video with a couple other people.
Was it for me and Rick?
Your dad.
He said land was simpler than wholesaling houses.
Easier.
So that's what attracted you towards it.
And then also some other people on my timeline on YouTube.
That's great. How many HUDs have they shown on land?
None, if I'm being real with you.
You sound like a monk. 'Cause you don't. All right. I don't show many HUDs on vacant land because I don't do a ton on those. I show a lot of HUDs on houses. So think about that for a second. Next time you're doing vacant land, think, man, I haven't really seen many You don't see many checks.
And also less competition too. That's what I heard as well.
There's less competition, there's less checks. All right. Like, I mean, hey, you can be the underwater basket weaving champion in the world. How cool is that? There's not a lot of competition in that. Right. Like, hey, I'm just telling you, man, it sounds sexy, but no guru is really showing any results with it. And I do vacant land deals, but like the ones we have on YouTube are like 4,000 or 5,000. They're not massive deals, dude. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, vacant land's easier, and there are ways to do it, but there's less of those deals out there. And so I get a lot of people get in the trap of I'm only going to do vacant land, and they're like, yeah, there's less competition, but you run out the list really quick. What marker do you win?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. All right. Rhode Island's actually, I've had about 4 or 5 people send me checks in Rhode Island this year, which is weird.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. Go to Wholesaling Houses for real, search Rhode Island. It's nuts. Rhode Island's popping for some reason. I don't know why, but that's not a bad market for houses specifically. So you want to start wholesaling land. How about we do half land, half regular houses? Okay?
I'll do that. Okay.
Sound good? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that. All right. I'm not saying no to it, right? Because I got some guys and gals that do great with the land. All right. But I'm just saying I hate for like so many people try to get into land thinking it's going to be like this big change of the world, but it's really not. Right? It's a different type of grind because the grind's not finding the deal for land. The grind is finding the cash buyers for the land. Versus in houses, it's more of a grind to find the houses and less of a grind to find the buyers. So think about that for a second. The grind's the same. It's just where you're putting the grind. So let's talk about this. Rhode Island, do you want to do in person, virtual? What's the...
Virtual. It's virtual.
Okay. And so I think you should have a goal of making at least 3 offers a week for someone that really wants to sell. 5's ideal, but let's try 3.
Okay.
That should be the main goal.
3 a week?
3 a week for houses. That's a good amount, dude. It's a very good amount if they're qualified. These aren't FSBOs. These aren't like, hey, I want to sell my house. You go through the whole thing. If you make 3 offers, if your closing rate's 50%, you'll get a deal a week, right? So it's like, that's not bad. A lot of people get really like, that's not enough. You're making the offers to the wrong type of people. 3 should be plenty to feed you. 3 offers should make $500,000, but it depends on who you're offering, right? So if that's the main goal, we have to figure out how to get to that goal. And how do we make offers? We got to do marketing, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's the point. So what's your thoughts on it? What do you feel like's best? What kind of marketing do you like? What kind of list do you like? I can tell you.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So cold calling, I have not been consistent with, but you had mentioned the texting. I want to know more about that. Like, is that as efficient as cold calling, or is cold calling the best?
It's cold calling, but it's more expensive. And so, like I said, it's a different type of grind. Quote: it's easier, but you're paying with money, not with time. Cold calling, you're paying with time, not with money. And so they're different grinds, and they're different types of marketing. I would personally say for you, cold calling is probably going to be better as a beginner because you're going to gain skills talking to sellers virtually that you would never have through text. You just gain some skills, but let's be honest with you, Justin. What are your closing skills right now?
Funny story. When I first found out about wholesaling in October, did a JV deal with these kids. I had to pay $300 to join their Discord, but they just told me to call. Yeah, it was horrible. I know. But they told me to didn't call a bunch of FSBOs. They just had to go on the for sale by owners on Zillow and give me addresses of rundown houses, and they'll close them. And then they give me like finder's fees. It wasn't very big, but it was something. It paid back my $300 investment, I guess.
Wow.
After that, analysis paralysis. Like, I never got any deals. I went on one appointment, but didn't close that.
So let's do this.
So my closing rate is not good.
First of all, you need to go to the 30-day wholesaling challenge at freewholesaling.com.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
No.
Okay, now we're going back to the Buddha. Because you're thinking, because you're trying to figure it. No, you haven't. All right. Go to the 30-day wholesaling challenge, man. How many times have you heard me say the word freewholesaling.com?
Probably about 1 million.
Why haven't you done it?
I'll be real with you, because like isn't like all your videos from wholesaling.com like on YouTube?
They are?
Well, a lot of them. Well, I've been on wholesaling.com before, but a lot of your videos I see them here. Like I just type up, contracts, wholesaling on YouTube, or text blasting, or the cold calling. But I'll give it a try.
I put videos in freewholesaling.com that are edited so they're shorter. And then there's top of them, there's videos because I have private servers that aren't in the YouTube channel at all. Also, the most important part, they're custom tailored where you, the analysis paralysis, can stop doing that. Here's the problem, Justin. Yeah, it's all on YouTube. What has that led to you?
No deals, no money.
So do you want to keep doing that, or do you want to go through freewholesaling.com actually go through the whole thing?
Go through the whole thing.
You're putting excuse in your mind right now. You have a little firewall that says, you know what, it's all on YouTube, so I don't need to watch it. Why are you putting roadblocks on front of your success? That's the real question. Because if you're doing this now, if you get a good seller, is your mind going to go to, well, I'm not good enough talking to sellers, I shouldn't close this person? Because you're automatically doing that to go to freewholesaling.com. Are you going to do that when it comes to actually doing a deal? Are you going to do it when it comes to talking to a cash buyer? Oh, there's no good cash buyers, you shouldn't call. Your mind is making these weird things in your head to stop you from becoming successful. I don't understand it. You have to cut that out of your life. It's a very toxic thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad right now, but it's going to get worse, because once you have that habit of saying, oh, I shouldn't do it because of X, what's going to happen, man? So I personally recommend you go through the 30-day wholesaling challenge and you stop making excuses, okay? It's going to be better than any Netflix or TikTok you're watching. Better than any stupid wholesale Discord. Next thing we're going to do, dude, is we are going to figure out our virtual wholesaling market. Do you have a virtual wholesaling market picked out?
I mean, I would ideally probably do Rhode Island, but I wanted to see, because I'm for sure there's probably better markets than here. I'm in a small.
Justin, do you know how to find a good virtual wholesaling market?
I've watched some videos, like before this live stream, I was watching a video. It was either you or your dad talking about list source. Looking on there.
The problem is when you search on YouTube, you're not finding the videos that are actually going to help you out. That's the problem with YouTube. The videos that do well and get great clicks, they're great videos, but sometimes there's videos that don't get a lot of clicks that are actually way more important for you. And that's why I specifically put it in a curriculum for you to watch. As of right now from this conversation, do you know the 2 criteria that make a good virtual wholesaling market?
Yeah. So the population has to be over 400K. No, the median home price has to be over 400K. And then population 50, right? Okay.
So Justin, you just said your criteria you thought is the median home price has to be above 400K and the population
below.
You said above.
Below, sorry. Or 400K would be too high.
So you go through freewholesaling.com. I think you have your information crossed. And so the problem with YouTube is you can watch a video from 4 years ago and you should get the current one. Go to 30 Wholesaling Challenge, pick a virtual wholesaling market. If you watch the videos in 30 Wholesaling Challenge, I tell you, time yourself for 30 minutes and pick a market. That's all you get, and do that.
On the 30-day, they'll teach me, you guys me how to pick a market there?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I did the video. I'll tell you what it is. You sit down for 30 minutes and you choose one market that fits those 2 criteria and then boom, pick it. Because you have analysis paralysis. Your brain's trying to stop you. I don't know why. Pick a market, and then once you do that, you're going to identify the best areas by cold calling the cash buyers, for rents probably, and then you're going to go start pulling government lists and start marketing. That is it. So you want a game plan for you. Let me give you a game plan for success. Pick a virtual market, talk to the cash buyers, figure out what areas they want to buy, pull government lists in those areas, and then market to those areas, close the deal, make money. That's what it is.
Gotcha. Okay, that's a little backwards. That's pretty new to me. I've always heard the other way around.
Why? Because you didn't go to freewholesaling.com. Come on, man. On top of this too, I know for a fact your brain is going to create roadblocks on every single one of those processes. Oh yeah, this other guy on YouTube, I should probably listen to him instead on this specific part. And you're going to do this, and it's going to be a mess, dude. Follow the plan and stick to it. The point of being successful is you got to create a schedule and you have to consistently stick to it. Once you start dilly-dallying around it, it's not going to do well. So repeat back to me the plan I just put out for you.
Go to freewholesaling.com. Follow that. Pick a market. 30 minutes. Stick to that plan. Like,
What's the next step? You pick a market. What's the next step?
Oh, cold call the cash buyers. Ask how much they're willing to pay.
How do you find the cash buyers?
The props.
You didn't go to freelisting.com. So you haven't gone to freelisting.com enough, so you don't know, because it probably wasn't a sexy thumbnail for you or something. So go back to, you will know you should cold call the for rents, the cash sales, the auctions, the companies, Facebook groups, and all these other great things, which aren't really sexy YouTube videos, but it's true. So that's number 3. Cash buyers. What are you gonna do after that?
Pull government lists in those areas where they want to buy.
Yes.
And then market to them.
By doing what?
Cold calling.
Cold calling. How are you gonna find their phone number?
Skip trace.
How? Where?
We'll probably like use the True People search for now.
Perfect. And guess what you're gonna do? Do you know what the script you're gonna use?
I did some cold calling before, so yeah, I just pretty much say, they answer the phone, hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? They say yes, and I'll say, are you willing to sell the property? No, I need some help with that.
You need to go to freelisting.com, dude.
Yeah, I do.
See what happens when you want to skip freelisting.com and learn only from my YouTube videos? You're getting stuff all over the place. That's why I have it specifically like this. Are you the owner of the property, and are you interested in selling that house? Boom, MCTP. You just got to go to freelisting.com, man. The reason is, if you don't go to freelisting.com, you're just going to end up where you're at right now. And I don't think you trying to get out of that situation is going to hurt you at all. So do it, man. I think you got this. I want you to come back next week, and I want you, because I will remember, you trust me, you're the guy that is talking smack about freelisting.com.
No, I'm not talking smack.
Not by the way, I think it's talking smack because you didn't go through it. Because I talk about it all the time, and you still haven't gone through it. I will remember you from Rhode Island, and I'll say, did you pick the market? And you're going to tell me what market you picked. Gotcha. And if you say, oh, I haven't figured it out yet, I'm going to scream back at you, okay?
No, that's going to be done after this live.
You got 30 minutes, dude. I'm telling you, go through the course. Don't skip a video. I personally, me and Rick, for days, went through every YouTube video I've ever done and put them in a curriculum so you could get the right information the right way. So I'm telling you, man, go after it, dude. This is a foolproof plan. The question is, are you going to do it or not? Do you have a favorite sport?
Baseball and basketball.
Baseball and basketball. Let's talk about basketball, okay? Do you have a favorite basketball player?
Kobe.
Kobe. Love Kobe. Do you know in basketball, if your form is perfect, but you're a stupid slow shooter, you don't make any baskets because people are super fast, right?
Yeah.
So you got to like shoot well. Like Kobe, he had a good form, but he just had to like just pull up and shoot in the best kind of form he had, right? Like it wasn't perfectly like squared shoulders and sometimes he just run out and do like crazy stuff. You have to do the same thing. If you sit around all day and analyze the shot, like, okay, am I in the right position? Guy over here. Okay, am I clear? Am I good? Is my knees right? You're going to get blocked, okay? You're just automatically going to get blocked, all right? Just got to go. Take the action. The analysis paralysis is what's stopping you. You're hesitating. Hesitation in basketball doesn't work, okay, unless you're doing it to juke somebody out. If you're hesitating on the basket, you keep getting blocked. You're like, what do I do? Just shoot. Stop. Do the best shot you possibly can. Because what happens if you miss? Go back and shoot again. That's it, man. You keep getting blocked at the three-point line because you're taking too much time. You just got to go.
Right. You are right.
I teach a lot of wholesaling, man. And this is one of the few, like this is one of the easy ones I can put in. You're now too much analysis. You're getting blocked on the shot. Go faster, man. You got this.
Gotcha. All righty, man. Thank you.
All right. I believe in you. Okay. I know.
What day should I come on live to?
Thursday. Give me a market on Thursday. It's gentle bullying to a point because I need you to go to freelisting.com. Because every single time you hop back on here, I'm going to tell you go through freelisting.com. And guess what? I ask you questions, and if the answers aren't right, I know you didn't go through freelisting.com. That's the scary part.
Nah.
I made the speaking course. So I'm telling you, man, I'll know if you went through it or not, all right?
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Go after it.
All right, man. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Guys, I have to be hard on y'all sometimes. The only reason I got to be hard on some people is because some people need that. They need that push. Some people are fine. If you don't want me to go hard, I won't go hard on you. I'm just telling you. It's your life. And I truly believe Justin, he has the tools. He has the skills to get rich, but he's just not doing it the right way. And I know he could, if he switches some stuff on, I got to be hard on him. So if I'm not hard on him, he won't make that change and it'll get him rich.